Keller Zoo. My name is Dehlia and I'm the education coordinator here at the zoo. And today I thought that we would do a fun activity and a little video on how to make seed bombs. These things are so easy to make and they produce beautiful flowers and gardens wherever you want to drop these seed bombs. They are great for children to make. They're fun for you to make. So it's just a great activity for the whole family, especially now since everybody's stuck inside. Seed bombs, a little bit of history, just in case you've never heard of them. They are little clay balls that you put some soil in and some seed in. Then you let it dry for about 24 hours. And you can go and drop them wherever you want flowers to grow. Or some people have even done vegetables. I'm not sure how that's worked out, but if anybody tries it and it works, let me know. I would love to know if it works. A little bit of history about seed bombs from what I could find is that they were actually used with the ancient Egyptians. So that's pretty cool. And what they would use them for is after the annual flooding of the Nile, it would leave really well-enriched soil. That's great for planting. But it would also be very barren. So they would actually make these seed bombs and go out and put all these seed bombs along where the dirt and everything when the river had kind of come back down to its normal levels to regrow vegetation. Back in the 1930s, right before World War II, there was a Japanese microbiologist that actually started to do this as well. It worked really well there in Japan with their soil that they have out there. The volcanic soil is really rich in some nutrients. So he did, I believe, a lot of flowers and then also, as I mentioned before, vegetables. So that's pretty cool. They are super easy to make. So we're going to go through real quick the list of stuff that I have for supplies and where you can find them. And then we'll go into making them, okay? So the first thing that you need to make a seed bomb is obviously clay, right? I went to Hobby Lobby. I got this clay right here. It only comes in this size. It's kind of heavy. It's 10 pounds and it's the terracotta is the color. It's just an air dry clay. And right there is a big factor. Whatever clay you get, it needs to be air dry clay. If you're not careful and you just grab a box, it could be something that's not air dry and you'll need a kiln for. So if you don't have a kiln or if you don't know someone that has a kiln, make sure that you pick up the air dry, okay? It's $10 at Hobby Lobby. I used a 40% off coupon, so I think I paid about $6. Again, it has a lot of it, but it works well. The next thing you need is soil, okay? You can just go get some potting soil. It works really well. You don't need a whole lot of it. And then the last thing, obviously, that you need is your seeds, okay? So this right here is monarch, butterfly, and honeybee mix. I like this because it actually comes from a place here in Kansas, in Healy, Kansas. Buffalo brand Sharp Brothers Seed Company. So if you want to look for this particular seed that I'm using, it's sharpseed.com. And I can put this up on a slide afterwards for you to look at. This is the 1/8 pound bag. And the one thing that I like about this bag is it tells me exactly what is in this mix, okay? So we have 10% milkweed, we have 10% Indian blanket, 10% purple clover, 10% white prairie clover. It just goes on and on about how much or what exactly is in there. So I really like that, especially since we're planting it here in Kansas. It tells me that these are all native to Kansas or grow well in Kansas, one of those two. But then I also like the fact that it is from a Kansas based business, number one, small business, number two, but also hopefully these are all things that are going to grow well, obviously in Kansas. I looked online and you can also find butterfly or pollinator wild seed mix at Tractor Supply. You can, in which they're doing curbside pickup, so you can order it, drive there, pick it up, or they'll bring it out to your car And then you just mosey on down the road back to the house. Let's see, who else? American Meadows is another one that had that. And they also listed out what was in the wildflower or the wildflower seed mix, which I like. I did not find that on Tractor Supply. I couldn't find where it was listed out. So I did like that because I know exactly what's going out in my garden. So we have our clay, we have our soil, we have our seed, and then we need a spray bottle of water. It doesn't need to be a lot. So what we're going to do is you're actually going to prep your clay. So you're going to roll your clay up into balls. I've got 3 different sizes here. Kind of a small, medium, and large. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually put it in the palm of our hand, and we're going to make a little disc. So it's going to look just like this, just like a little disc. So we want a little spot for the soil to be able to go into and for the seed to go into without making it too thin. Okay? So now I'm going to put a little bit. Oh, I'm going to open up my birdseed package, or not my birdseed, sorry, my seed mix. Go. I'm going to put some soil in it, just a little bit. It doesn't need to be a whole lot, and that's kind of the nice thing about this, is it doesn't need to be a whole lot. So if you are doing it with kids, make sure that they're not just putting a whole lot in there. A little bit goes a long way. And then I'm going to sprinkle some seed in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spray it down with some water because we want to keep some moisture in there. Okay? And then we're going to just pinch it. And close it up. Okay? And they don't have to look perfect. That's the other thing that's nice about these. And so, all right, voila, there's mine right there. Okay, again, super easy, super simple. Now my hands are a little dirty, but that's okay. That's the fun part about gardening, right? So again, I'll make one more just so that we can go through the process again. We're gonna put it in our palm. Gonna kind of smash it down a little bit. Put a little bit of soil. A little bit of seed, spray it, let it kind of soak in there for a second. And just pinch it together, okay? And that's it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let those dry. Again, make sure that they dry for 24 hours, okay? And then what it's gonna look like is a little clay ball, just like that, completely done, okay? And all you have to do is just go outside, find where you want to plant it or put it, and literally drop it on the ground. And then it'll come up. It might take a little while for the clay to deteriorate and to degrade, but it'll get there. So, and it doesn't have to be a monarch, butterfly and honeybee mix. It doesn't have to be a pollinator mix. It can be whatever kind of wildflowers or whatever flowers you want it to be. I just like it because I love monarchs. I love to see the bees. So that's kind of where I go to when I do these. These are also fabulous for the elderly that love to be able to garden, maybe plant some things, but don't have the mobility of getting up and down. At least with this, they can literally walk where they want it and drop it down. You might want to give them just more than a few though to do that. All right. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Send me your pictures of your seed bombs when they come out and how they work. Let me know if you did any vegetables. And I hope you guys are staying safe, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.